My name is Teacher Evelyn, and I work for VIP Kid, and I've worked for VIP Kid for going on 14 months, and I've been with YouTube for going on 14 months, and something exciting is happening. I'm starting to get more comments from you all, and so we can interact more. I got a very long comment from Teacher Keisha. Thank you, Teacher Keisha. I hope it's okay with you. I'm going to share your comment, and I'm going to answer it. I answered it in a few messages to her, but I think this video would be a little bit easier to communicate everything I want to say, and also it's sort of an example to other teachers, because this is going to be questions that come up with a lot of people. Okay, so Teacher Keisha wrote, "Hello, I hope you can help me. I am signed up for VIP Kid. I have been with them for over 50 days and have not had one booking." Ouch! I'm sorry, Teacher Keisha. We're going to try to help you out, hopefully. I have opened up a few peak and off-peak times. I just got certified in the Trials and Level 2 Interactive. I'm going to get certified in Level 4 as well. I just wanted to know if there is a way I can get bookings. I would like to know more about the winter camps and how I can find them on the website. I know that VIP Kid has an incentive now called Power Bookings. I wouldn't mind doing it. I just don't quite understand how it works. It says something about signing another agreement. I don't want to mess up anything. Please help. I know this month will be slow, but I would like to put myself in a better position to get bookings now and once the Chinese holiday is over. I am believing that bookings are coming during the holiday. Please let me know your advice. Thanks in advance for your help. So, since there was several things in there and I wanted to address all of them, excuse my alarm, I'm supposed to be waking up now, but I wanted to address all of them. So, first of all, she's been with the company for 50 days and hasn't had a booking. I have two things to say about that. One of them is, ouch, I'm sorry that's happening. Second is, that's not uncommon. Don't panic or stress, especially during Chinese New Year. We even, on YouTube, we have a teacher. I hate to direct you towards a channel that is way more popular than mine, but there's a teacher on YouTube named Teacher Nancy, and she is probably like practically a spokesperson for the company at this point. And she makes really good videos, and she's like the face of VIP Kid practically on YouTube. And she started around Chinese New Year and didn't have any bookings at that time as well. So if that's any encouragement to you, a lot of teachers who start around this time have a difficult time. You mentioned that you're opening up a few PPT times and a few other times. I'm calling it PPT. That's that peak hours that you're referring to. I would say at this time, open as many peak hours as you can and as many evening hours during Chinese New Year that you can. Once Chinese New Year is over and our kiddos are back to school, you're only going to really get bookings in the mornings and on Friday and Saturday nights, because the rest of the time they're in school. But right now they have a break from school. So what's going on right now is we have few and far between students. The staff is a skeleton staff in China, because right now is a major holiday. It's the biggest holiday in China. It's Chinese New Year. Our kids have a month off of school, and especially coming up the first couple weeks in February, that's when our bookings are the lowest, because that's when the celebrations have commenced and people are with families. Think about like Thanksgiving holiday here or Christmas. Here in America, I don't think people would be booking that many classes online when it's supposed to be celebrate with your family time. So don't be discouraged, but be proactive. I love that you're writing me a message that's being proactive. You're looking for things you can do. Now, as far as the power bookings thing, I honestly wouldn't worry about it. The power bookings thing is kind of a weird little game that I don't even understand myself, but you have to have like all of your PPT open in order to play. And when you play, you push a button and it says that you lost. So it doesn't even matter. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't even, just ignore that it exists. And if you disagree with me, comment below how it has helped you, because I don't think it's helping much. Sorry. I realize that they build things up like it's a big deal, but I worked hard on my knee how you doing video and got 4 likes. I worked hard on my winter video, blizzard video, and I got 0 likes. So that's supposed to be like publicizing us as, sometimes their competitions are lame. Just saying, if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. But other competitions that were like, supposedly supposed to help us, but there's 60,000 teachers. So since there are 60,000 teachers, you want a brightly lit, big smile photo. You can either take a professional photo or take a photo in the classroom. I would suggest in the classroom with a headset on, holding something. I held Dino in my picture. If you look at my YouTube profile video, that's very similar to my profile picture with VIP Kid. I edit it slightly to make it brighter. So you want good lighting and then make it slightly brighter. Because remember, they're scrolling through thousands of teachers, or hundreds or dozens, depending on the situation. And you want your picture to stand out, because they're not going to click on your profile unless your picture stands out to them. Like, oh, they're going to look at you like, wow, she looks really friendly and inviting, because they have little kids that might be intimidated. The next thing is, you mentioned that you have trials and level 2 certification, and you're about to get level 4. I started off with levels 3, 4, and 5 when I started with the company back in December. I didn't get bookings for 2 weeks, and when I did, I only got a few bookings. I taught 20 classes total in December when I started, and that was because I opened up during Christmas, a time when the teachers in the US are closing their time slots, but in China they're still booking like normal. So that's when I was able to start actually getting some bookings, was at Christmas time and New Year's. But now the opposite is happening. All of us teachers in the US need bookings, so we're opening time slots and even more time slots, and some of our newbies are at a disadvantage. So I apologize for that. I'm sorry that's happening. I personally am about half booked of what I normally am booked. Normally I teach about 54 classes. I've got like 25 bookings for next week. I've got like 34, 37 bookings for this week, which I have hesitated to tell anyone that, because a lot of people are like, I've been with the company for 2 years and I have 0 bookings. So like, you're not alone if you don't have any bookings. I don't know how I'm so blessed. I just try my best. I think mostly my bookings are students that are my regulars. So that's what when I talk about the snowball effect of just, first you get just a few classes and it just grows and grows and grows, because as you teach students that like you, they continue booking you. Or they at least click that follow button and follow you. Okay, so I would say, so I started off with levels 3 through 5. I was never fully booked until I added levels 1 and 2. So it's great that you have level 2. I think levels 1, 2, and 3 are the ones with the bulk of the students, at least to my experience. Levels 1 through 3 have been the ones that fill up my schedule. Levels 4, 5, and 6 have been the ones that I get an occasional booking. You asked about the winter camps. To my knowledge, you have to have levels 1 and 2 certifications in order to get the winter camp for the kiddos, the little ones, which is Voice of VIP Kid. And in order to get the Free Talk, I think it's called Free Talk. That sounds like a wireless company, Free Talk Wireless. The Free Talk, the conversation camp, I think you have to be certified for like 3, 4, and 5. Like 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I would say, as I say in my other videos, become a certification hoarder, but start off with the lower levels. I was never fully booked until I added level 1. I hesitated to add level 1 for a while because I was nervous about it. Don't be afraid of any of the levels because you are a skilled teacher and you can do it. And I have videos about all the different levels. You just have to be a versatile teacher as far as teaching different ages and different abilities. You can do it. Don't be afraid of a different ability or a different age. Let me see if I answered all the questions. Okay, the other thing is you mentioned, yeah, I already talked about the PPT. Something about time slots, and people might disagree with me, they might agree, but this is my perspective. With time slots, I would say open up as many as you can, and if they don't book, the ones that are not PPT, close them before they expire. Okay? That helps with the algorithm with pushing you up in the app because you appear to be an undesirable teacher if you have just tons and tons and tons of bookings that are not opened. But, that are not booked. But if you have PPT slots, I would say it would be great if you could work all four PPT slots every morning, because a lot of times they have incentives where you could make like an extra $100 just for having those slots open. So I would say the PPT slots, don't close them. Also, never go to bed with PPT slots during the time that you'll be sleeping. Time slots, sorry. Never go to bed with time slots during the time you'll be sleeping. So if I have time slots open at 1 a.m., but I'm going to bed at 11 and I'm not waking up till 6, I'm going to want to close those time slots so that I can sleep in peace. Also keep in mind that the bookings are happening during the daytime in China, which is while we're sleeping. So you're not going to be receiving bookings. You may be checking the app all day long. That's when they're asleep. They're not going to book you during that time. The bulk of our bookings happen on Sunday night. On Sunday night, the time slots open for 2 weeks from now. And that's mostly a rush of bookings for those of us teachers that are mostly fully booked. Don't fret too much if you don't get booked during that time. Bookings also trickle in throughout the week. I would say during the time that you're not booked, open as many time slots as possible, but close them before they expire. They expire when they happen. So you can close them 5 minutes before class time if you're awake, or close them before bed if you're asleep. Don't miss a class by it getting booked last minute unexpectedly. Take some workshops during this time. Marketing workshop, time management workshop, trials workshop, all the good stuff. So open as many time slots as you can. Take workshops. Work on getting more and more certifications. I would say levels 1 through 3 would be the bulk of what's going to get you booked. Work on having just a brightly lit, big smile, gorgeous, bright photo for your, did I say bright enough? Very bright photo to stand out. Just good lighting, and you can even edit it to make it a little bit lighter because you're going to want it to be, there's a small little icon on the app. You're going to want it to stand out as like, oh, that teacher looks nice, scrolling through. Oh, that looks like a nice teacher, and work on your video. So I have a video about bookings and a video for newbies and a video about Chinese New Year, but I wanted to specifically answer all of Teacher Keisha's questions. If you have your own specific question that you would like me to answer in a video, please let me know in the comments. All right. Thank you so much. Goodbye. I hope this video was helpful for you. Happy teaching. Bye.